Okay, so I'm Grasswalker. Welcome back to Gwent. CDPR basically announced that if you get above 4,200 by the end of the season, then you get put in like some exclusive fancy league where all the fancy people go. I'm happy with this hand and I don't want a chance getting another Foglet. So I'm grinding to that 4,200 and I am so close. I'm 4,150 right now. As you can see, my win rate's about 80%, but I still feel this huge anxiety every single game where I'm like, oh god, I can't lose this, I can't lose this. Because once you break about the 3,800 mark, each time you lose more than you win. So you have to have a win rate above like 53% to even stay neutral. He started with an elemental, so it's tempting to elemental as well. But if I Dagon, then I start weather ticking him down. And Monster Weather doesn't really have any like, haha, gotcha, cleared your weather cards. So we'll start that. It also puts us ahead. Because we went second, it means that he has to stay ahead on points at all times, or else we can just pass and laugh. So this puts us 6 points ahead, and he's going to start bleeding down as well. Also, if we do get to kill it, it stops his carryover. And carryover's pretty important in the monster mirror match. Not as much as it is in any other one, but it's always good to be the guy that's carrying numbers over compared to the guy that isn't. This guy's 20 MMR ahead, so technically he should be better. It's kind of annoying. We can go Elemental, the shield or block, then we can immune boost, and we've basically deleted his fog. We should, yeah, we're on the exact same points now, except I have more interesting plays to make, I think. Also, his elemental is the guy that died. My Foglet's the one that died. Technically speaking, I could bring the Foglets back with the Woodland Spirit, but I'd rather not do that until a later round. I don't want to overcommit with the weather either. Oh, he's just passed. Ha. He went first, so if we pass here, it's no good. So what we ideally want to do is put some carryover down, such as a Harpy. And then that'll tick on him, it'll tick back on us. We won the round at the cost of a card, which is kind of fine, but we have Triss Butterfly, so we could just try and completely obliterate him. Alright, first round down. I'm happy with how that went. I'm actually really happy. Normally I bait the opponent by using a Frightener and they're like, alright, I'll pass, and then I use a couple of cards to bring it back and then try and Triss Butterfly to 2-0 them in a later round. So we'll see how that goes. Because technically we've done that same plan that I normally do, but better. Because we've got more carryover and we're only one card down, so the Triss value could really pull up. Worst case scenario, we Triss value Frightener, and then in the final round we're on even cards. Potentially even one card ahead in the final round. Mulligans. We know he's playing Weather, so the immune boost will be good. Beast. Beast. We have all of our golds, we have most of our silvers. Becker's isn't very good in the Weather matchup, so I'm happy with this. The Earth Elemental's like the card that sticks out, like maybe you should mulligan it, but I don't want to chance the 20% of getting Biting Frost. We're just going to stick Triss straight down, because he either has Demetrium Shackles, in which case he's playing an awful deck list, or he doesn't and we immediately start building up value from it. If he has the Shackles, then we can just pass or run equal cards as well. Because he'll Shackles the Triss, I'll still be 11 points ahead, then I'll pass, then he needs 11 points from one card. Well, maybe not, maybe not. Maybe we're a bit too far behind to just... He won't have the Shackles. Nobody plays Shackles. I don't think. This win rate in the bottom left is the win rate I've built since they announced the change. Because I didn't play ranked. I hit like 3,600 or so. 3,700 because I did a video. And then because I got that like milestone, I said to myself, alright, you've kind of done it now. Like you don't need to up anything. I want to pop those eggs, but I can pop them anytime. But this lets us get some value from him, I guess. But like I said, I didn't really play ranked after I hit the milestone of 3700 because it's the highest I thought I would get. And then they said if anyone above 4200 gets this exclusive league or ranking system or leaderboard or whatever, and I'm like, oh man, if it's exclusive, it's going to have some sick rewards. And I can't let myself not get those sick rewards. He armoured it up like I thought. That's what I was worried about. Although this is kind of good because now this is worth a fuck ton. So what we could do is we could just pass here. Scorch doesn't work, Geralt Igni doesn't work, and Becca's Twisted Mirror doesn't work. And we're ticking up in points every turn by 4, and he's already 13 behind. So for him to win on equal cards, his next card would need to be worth 18. For him to win in 2 cards, each card would need to be worth 12. And the chance of him having 2 cards worth 12, pretty low. But I think we could keep going with this. I think we can get greedy. Because this gives us some carryover. And potentially Triss can start boosting that as well. I just want to see what he's going to do. Because if he overcommits on whether we have Water Hag, if he has Geralt Igni... Okay, so maybe he's got some Lacerate play coming up. That's Lacerate play. He didn't take the card with the shield. Frost is annoying as well. Thank God that's the one that got hit. Because now we can immune boost. Oh wait, no, that won't work. We kind of need to clear the weather because it's interrupting with Triss. Okay. Let it tick once more so it goes to 1. Then immune boost it up. Boost. I can't say the fucking word boost. Then immune boost it up. And then we're looking a bit better. Frightener, see if we can get some new options. Hopefully not a Biting Frost. Okay, that's good. Because I hate drawing just the Biting Frost, even though it's only 4 points worse than the Hound. Because thinning the deck is quite nice as well. Alright, we need that to go there. Because the eggs always spawn on the right. So this way it can trigger him if one of my eggs dies. I don't even have any eggs, and I don't even have a way to get eggs, but if he's playing some weird Avalak or something, and it draws me some eggs, you got no point not playing around it. He's got so many eggs right now. Alright, so do I want to drag stuff to the back row or to the middle row? Middle row. I think we're going deep on a Lacerate play here. Because we can Lacerate all of his remaining eggs away. I mean, they're going to die to Frost anyway, so maybe we won't need to. Triss has kind of been negated by that Frost, which is actually really annoying. If we do get a big enough Lacerate play, we might actually have this guy flip and unflip again, but very unlikely. Okay, he plays First Light, that's interesting. Biggest thing on the field is that for Scorch, which isn't an awful play to make. Oh, I kind of want him to put another weather down so that I can clear it. Woodland Spirit will start making Triss relevant again. Yeah, I think we Woodland Spirit. Because that way Triss is going to start boosting the wolves and the foglets are the ones that die to the frost. It also does damage to him as well. But we've had like 2 or 3 turns in a row now where Triss hasn't really done much. She's only boosted by 1. Whereas ideally Triss is boosting by a fuck ton each turn. We have a humongous lacerate play coming at some point. It's going to be what? 2, 4, 6, 9, 11, 14. That's going to die, so it might be that. 17. 20 points on a lacerate. It's going to be huge.
You crossed the wrong sorceress.
Both options are awful for him. Because he has more units than I do, right? Although some of his has armor. Yeah, I went from +5 to still +5, but he popped his own egg. Alright. Now, actually, it makes my lacerate a bit worse. 6 is the strongest thing on the field. That's going to kill my own dude as well, which we don't really want. I could just bite the bullet and immune boost these guys. This has been a very interesting round, and I bet I'm going to get a load of comments like, oh, you misplayed this, you misplayed that, and I'm like, oh no, because I feel like I have. Let's see what else he can put in that middle row for some lacerates. Ooh, actually, we might be lacerating the top row. Oh, he has all his crones in his hand! Oh, this is amazing! Oh, that's so bad for him. Alright, so let's think. If we pass here, well, Triss is only boosting that by 1. But we kind of need to water hag here, so Triss boosts both of them. If we lacerate here, it pops his eggs. All he has is like 2 dead crones in his hand. That's not the humongous lacerate I wanted, but it's still good. He's 15 points behind. Both of the crones are 6+, so that's 14. Ah, shit! There's that clear weather. He fucking saw it coming. Alright, so let's think. He has the 2 crones in hand. We pass, he takes 2, so he's 5 behind. Triss buffs by 2. We're currently the only one with carryover. One of the crones is worth 8, so we could scorch it. The other one's going to be worth 6, Queen can hit that. But we're bleeding for 4 per turn, he's only bleeding for 2. We only have a 3-point lead. I think we have to pass here and then go into the final round with card advantage and carryover. See, we know he's only got the crones, unless he only runs 1 crone in a deck, in which case, what the fuck is he doing with his life? He played the big crone, so either he did the exact maths, or he wasn't quite sure. I think he might have to use both. No, he's fine, he's fine. So what he's got in his hand is a dead crone, so he's going to have to mulligan that unless he's keeping just 6. In which case, all of his golds are gone. He's got 3 silvers. And Earth Elementals. He's got 2 Earth Elementals left in his deck. Also, he has to play first, which makes Fiend very good. It also makes Scorch very good. Earth Elemental, I think I'll keep. I think with this hand here, we can't lose, but if we mulligan, we might lose. Okay, he just gave up. Holy shit. Oh, is that enough? Does that get me there? Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh my god, I need 4 points, and I get the exclusive leaderboard. Holy shit. Alright, thank you guys for watching this episode of Gwent. Holy shit, I'm trying so hard to get there, but actually if I pull up the leaderboard, I think it'll tell you my overall... Like, I haven't played many games of Gwent. I have, like... That's what, 67, 70% win rate, something like that? I'll do the maths and put it in the title or some shit, but... Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!